Hello everyone, this is Kosher Bacon. Welcome back to Let's Talk. So last episode, I kind of did a film review-ish of Avengers Infinity War. Recently saw that movie again, thought it was a lot of fun. I figured I'd do another one. This time it's a little less notable film. Well, I say notable, it's actually a really cool film, but it probably has significantly less attention to it than Infinity War did. Hold on, slash weather clear. The rain is nice and atmospheric, but it's not the atmosphere we're going for. So the film I'm going to be sort of talking about today is A Quiet Place. It was released back in 2017. I forget the guy's name now, of course. I looked it up, but I've forgotten already. But do you guys know Jim from The Office? He directed a film, starred in it as one of the protagonists. His wife, what's her name? Emily Blunt, I think, also stars in it. And in short, it's really good. The premise of A Quiet Place, how much do I want to give away? Okay, spoiler-free review right off the top of the thing. It's a very different film than your usual, than most other films, I feel. It's technically, I think he wanted it to be known as like a film about family more than a horror film, but I would classify it as a horror film. But it doesn't resort to too many cheap jump scares or tricks to make you scared. Instead, it focuses on setting a very cool atmosphere that it sticks to. Clocking in about an hour, 20 minutes-ish. It's a shorter film, but it covers all the ground it needs to. It doesn't bloat itself with unnecessary stuff, and I really feel like it's an awesome film. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't gone and seen it yet. It's probably available on Blu-ray by now, or on DVD, so that's how you could watch it, because I'm pretty sure they're not showing it in theaters by now. So anyway, that's the spoiler-free review. Let's get down to the spoilers. Like I said, spoiler warning. Yay. Okay, so what did I really like about the film? Like I said, the atmosphere, so the premise is aliens or monsters or something have landed on Earth. They're these giant quadrupedal creatures they're almost like giant, I'm not sure how to describe them as. They're like nothing I've really ever seen. Maybe like the alien from Aliens? Like the xenomorphs, almost, mixed with another horror thing, with giant crab legs. And the premise is that they're attracted to sound. They're blind, though, so anything that makes a noise, they come and hunt down and they kill. And apparently they have an impenetrable hide, so no conventional weaponry seems to be able to hurt them. So humanity is facing an extinction level event, but it doesn't really focus on like a group of freedom fighters. It focuses on one family and how they handle the event. The movie starts off with us like a month after the aliens landed. By then, people have realized what's going on. You get some nice expositional newspapers. And the huge thing about this film is that a good portion of it is silent. The family communicates using ASL, American Sign Language, and even if you don't know ASL, it's pretty easy to figure out for most scenes what the characters are trying to communicate to one another. And they even have subtitles for those of us that are a little less aware of these type of things, which is nice. So that's really cool. I like the premise of it. The monsters felt a little cliche, almost like I'm curious how the government didn't try sonic-based weaponry, which we later learn is effective against them. Anyways, moving on, it builds characters, although the characters are somewhat cliche. We have the strong fatherly figure, the not disobedient, but I guess disobedient is the right word here. The somewhat disobedient daughter. You have the wife who's supportive of her love of her life, husband. It's a weird noise. So on and so forth. Overall, though, the casting is great. The actors worked really well. That looks cool. And I genuinely enjoyed watching it. I was basically entranced the whole time. I didn't once look away at the screen to look at my phone or something. I really enjoyed the movie. Is there anything I really didn't like about it? It could have been longer, I feel. There were a couple sections that could have used maybe just a little bit more padding, but come to think of it, maybe not. I'm not sure. Yeah. Is there anything else I really wanted to talk about? I kind of agree with the director on this one. This film does feel somewhat more about family than about being a horror movie. Because unlike a horror movie where the whole thing is centered around the antagonist, you go to a slasher film to see the slasher, not the protagonists who have to run away from it. This one focuses a bit on setting the tone about family surviving through an apocalyptic event of something like that, an extinction level event. So that was really cool. It didn't have too many logical logical issues with it. One the issue is that they discover, or the father discovers, what's his name, the director? I really can't remember him. Jim from The Office discovers a waterfall where you can be as loud as you want next to it because it's a waterfall, it's really loud, and the creatures don't seem to be bothered by noise generated over there. So of course the logical question is, why not build a house over there? Like, you've got the time, but I don't know. I can understand why you wouldn't be able to do that without drawing their attention. Yeah. Any final thoughts on the film? I wouldn't mind a sequel, but I'm not sure how you would do it, honestly. This felt like a very nice original idea, and I imagine a sequel would probably ruin it, so to speak. Maybe this is one of those films that's just better just existing by itself without needing to be part of a giant cinematic universe. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the film A Quiet Place. Thank you all for listening. I'll see you again next time.